to the vlog. Today's video is honestly so exciting. I haven't brought you guys to our house in a very long time, and today we have a really exciting meeting at the house. I also feel like I haven't been updating you very well on the entire process of the renovation, so I want to do a walkthrough of that and also answer a few questions that I received on Instagram about our home renovations. We've been so lucky. My cousin is actually an interior designer, so she was helping us during the rough renovation and has helped me with a lot of like design ideas. And for this final stage of like bringing the entire vision to life, we're actually going to be working with the designers that Jason works full time with. So I'm getting ready to head to the house to meet with her and discuss like the overall vibe and vision of the home and see how she can kind of bring that vision to life in this final stage of renovation. I get asked all the time why our renovations are taking as long as they have. And if you don't know, we bought my grandparents' home in 2022. Yeah, before we got married. So it's almost been 3 years at this point, and the reason it's taken so long is primarily because my husband Jason is a full-time contractor and he's doing a majority of the work himself. We have worked with a few incredible trades, but for the most part it has been Jason. So things that we've subbed out is obviously like the millwork. Jason hates to paint, so we also subbed that out. And then the installation of the hardwood floor, we decided to do that as well, or else we'd probably still be setting those floors in, to be honest. Everything else Jason has essentially, and electrical. Everything else essentially Jason has done himself while juggling real life and his full-time job. So that's why it's taken so long. I personally don't mind that it's taken so long. Like, I would rather be really thoughtful in all of our decisions. And it's been really nice to spend extra time with my family. Like, when else are we all going to live together, you know? Now that we're at the stage where we can see the finish line, I am getting a little antsy just so we could put this behind us and start enjoying life. It's been really hard to really do anything because anytime we want to spend money or do anything, we're kind of like, oh, we should be putting that towards the house. Or like our weekends and free time are obviously put towards the house as well. So it'll be just really nice to have extra time and money. Our overall vibe and vision for the home is Old English meets Parisian meets modern. We love anything that's like old meets new, and we're like planning on repurposing a lot of old things that my grandparents have left as well. So tying all of that in is really where we're hoping the designer can help us. Sometimes we feel like we really don't want the house to be lackluster or not represent us either. So we're really hoping that she can kind of bring our vision fully to life. And there's just something about working with a professional in all things, like getting your hair dyed by a professional hairdresser versus doing it yourself. All of the details of our renovation, like the vendors we use, materials, all that kind of stuff, is all in a highlight that I have on Instagram. So you should go check that out if you have a similar vibe. Also, my face and my body, very different colors. I should have put something on my face. Going with my Rhode lipstick in the color, I think this is Balance. It's a really nice like brown. I'll show you once we get to the house, but honestly, we only have a few big tasks left to complete before we move in. Essentially, we have our stairs and our washroom to finish, and then we're pretty much good to go. We do have a lot of projects that we want to save for once we are in the house, so we're intentionally waiting on those. All right, I'm ready. Let's go, because Jason is waiting for me. My outfit is really cute. I'll show you once we get to the house, though. I'm a disaster.
Why? You're vlogging the whole thing?
Yeah.
Vlog format?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Samantha is the designer. She's here. So we made it in the nick of time. Jason is more organized than I am. He came early to clean while I barely made it. So that's the difference between me and him. I need him to get me out of the door. I'll give you guys like an official tour once we're done with everything. And we'll answer those questions that I received from Instagram throughout the vlog as well. Right now, we are going to head into our meeting. And then I'll update you guys. I'm so excited.
It's just coffee and 75% straight.
Okay.
So, the whole house we are going with that, but again, that's where we're having change the colors.
Yep.
Just to add again more interest.
Personality.
Yeah. The walls have one coat, so if you want to use more
coloring here, then it might be worthwhile to go deeper.
I like the idea of putting
right there.
time to do it's a jet black.
Yeah, nice. I would do the same.
Yeah.
So that'll be the.
We just finished our first walkthrough and it went really, really, really well. I'm so excited. Samantha came up with, that's the designer. Samantha came up with some really cool upgrades to the space through like our curtains, some wallpaper, some different paint colors. So I'm really excited for you guys to see the final look. I don't think I even mentioned, so my husband Jason and his brother, they own a contracting company called Forest Hill. And like I mentioned, they work with interior designers, and that's Cornerstone Designville. They like obviously design everything, and then Jason and his brother execute it. So I'm really excited for you guys to see how they blend so well together. And it's really just going to bring our space to life. I think what's something I'm really excited about? I'm really excited that she's also really into Old English and Parisian style as well, which is perfect because that's literally what I'm obsessed with. And she loved a lot of the old heirloom items that we have. So I'm really excited to see those come to life in this space and kind of have like a second life. I'm also really excited that we're going to put wallpaper in the laundry room and some shiplap as well. What else? I know, Jason hates when I chew my gum.
No, I'm just trying to
Nom, 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 nom.
I'm chewing my gum in the video.
I know.
So I'm just
Sorry guys, I grabbed 3 pieces of
being an
gum.
assistant. 3?
Jason, what did you think? Come.
No, Samantha is a very talented designer, so I'm really excited to see the spaces just come to completion and fruition.
Fruition.
Yeah.
Fruition. Fruition.
Whatever the word is, just because we see the finish line, we're so close, and you know these tweaks here and there, I think is just going to take our space from like here to here.
Yeah, and like we had these dining chairs. I don't know if you guys saw it, but let me show you. So these are the dining chairs that we bought a couple years ago, and we just put them in our kitchen because we have the island and we wanted somewhere to sit. And she was saying, which my cousin, who's also an interior designer, also said, so it's like such a confirmation from 2 designers, have said to move the chairs to the dining space instead because it really complements this table and it balances everything out. And then for the island table to do like a lighter chair in color and size, so it would really let the island be the focal point. Even just like to have a second set of eyes for that is really helpful. And also she was saying that we've been playing with a lot of different styles, and so she's going to help us really refine that and streamline it to like one style instead of like all over the place, which I'm really excited about.
Yeah, really excited to see again our powder room. Again, our laundry room's pretty much done, but just adding in like wallpaper details and ink colors.
Yeah.
Really take the space to another level.
I don't know if I mentioned this in the vlog, but not everything's going to get done right now. We are going to save a few projects for once we're in the house, but she was also helping us kind of plan for the future, which is helpful. Okay, are you going? Yeah, just leave them on for now, please. Bye.
Love you.
Love you. All right, let's answer some of your questions that I received on Instagram. If you don't already, you should definitely follow me on TikTok and on Instagram. So the first question is, how do you deal with other people's bad opinions when designing your home? So this is actually something that I struggled with a lot more at the beginning of our renovation. Like, as I mentioned, we've been renovating for almost 3 years now. And I think throughout the process and just honestly growing and learning more about who I am as a person and what I want my life to look like, and also growing in my confidence in that, made me more confident in my design decisions. It was definitely hard at the beginning. My cousin, who's an interior designer, her and Jason both would always remind me, like, this is our house. We're the ones who have to love it. And when you make decisions based off of who you are and what you love and what represents you and brings you joy, you love it a lot longer and trends won't really sway you as much. But if you're making decisions based off of what does the general public like, what are people saying is cool versus not cool, what are trends leaning towards, then you're gonna fall out of love with it so much faster. And renovating and furnishing a home is so expensive that that's the last thing I want. I don't want to hate a decision in 2-3 years. It really helped me try to think a little bit more deeply about each decision. A lot of people are asking just where our hardware and faucets are from. All of our hardware is from Renovation as of right now, and it's linked on my LTK. And then our faucets are all from Bath Emporium, which is probably only helpful if you live in the Toronto area. This is probably the last question I'm going to answer, and then I'm going to give you guys a tour of the house and all the updates that we've made. So someone asked, did either of your siblings want to purchase your non-niece home? I'm the middle child. I have an older sister and a younger brother. And like I mentioned, we bought this house almost 3 years ago. So at the time, I would have been 25. My sister was 27, 28. My brother would have been 23. The reason my husband and I were the ones to have purchased it was honestly just, it made the most sense. Throughout growing up, me and my siblings, like we all loved this home, but I was very vocal about them not selling, and I always wanted it to stay in our family. I think we all would have loved to have been the ones to have purchased it. We just wanted it in our family one way or another, and I would have been even over the moon if one of them were to have been the ones to have purchased it. But it just made the most logical sense at the time because my husband Jason is a contractor. He can do all the work himself. That was always something that we wanted to do, while my sister's husband, he's in a completely different industry. My brother is in construction, but not so much the hands-on side of things. Me and my siblings, we just wanted it in the family one way or another. And at the time, it just made the most sense for it to have been me and Jason. But we don't view this house as just ours. We really do view it as our entire family's home. And we really hope that everyone, both of our families, feel at home here. And we're really just excited to make more memories and just continue the love, hard work, and the warmth that my nonni created in this house. We just are looking forward to doing that. So the short answer is they were not upset. This was definitely a very much an open conversation that we all had. And like I said, it just made the most sense for us. And I'm really excited to see how my siblings create homes in the future because they're going to be equally as beautiful and full of love. So I'm really grateful that they were really supportive because I could see how that couldn't possibly not be the case for everyone. So I'm really grateful that it was definitely the case for us. Okay, let me give you a little house tour. My camera is going to die, but you guys still need to see the house, so let's do that. When I'm in the living room, I completely forget that the rest of the house is literally a construction site, and I legit started walking without my shoes on to film this for you guys. I would have gotten a nail in my foot. So those are all the updates. A lot has happened since the last video. If you want to hear some of our design plans, you should go watch some of our older videos because I kind of talk about all of our visions and design ideas in those videos there. I figured I've said it a million times. How many times can I say the same thing? So I just wanted to show you guys some of the updates that are probably going to change a lot in the next upcoming months. Comment down below when you think we're going to move in. Depending on where I'm standing, sometimes I feel like we're going to move in so much sooner than I think we are. But I get overwhelmed sometimes too because there is a lot of now intricate details that need to be done, and like There's not much I can do because obviously I'm not skilled in this, and I wish I could help more, but whenever it's done, it's done. At this point, like, I'm so happy with the way things are turning out, and it's just part of it. It's part of it. Everything comes with a cost, so renovating it ourselves is super special, but it comes with the cost of it taking longer, and that is, it's okay. But I'm really excited. Excited for you guys to see how our vision really comes to life, especially now in the next couple of months. Like, we're almost there. I can't believe it. If you've been following along these last 3 years, I appreciate you, I love you, and I'm excited for this next chapter. All right, bye guys.